What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In front of me here is a 2000 Honda Civic, and if you have AC problems where whenever you refill it, it leaks from right here, this right here, this is the dispenser line. So if you have a leak from right over here, what you want to do is, it may be two things. It may be the bolt is loose, it may be that the O-ring has gone bad. So you want to remove the H cap from right here and then use something to press that down and release all the pressure. Once you do so, remove the bolt, which is a 10 millimeter. Okay, so it's going to be right here. Just remove that and do it slowly. You might still have some pressure that is being released as you remove it. Once it's fully removed, remove this, just lift it up, and then your O-ring will be right over here. So mine was, I don't know where mine went. I think mine fell. So yeah, I think the old one fell somewhere down here. Not sure where exactly, but remove it, remove anything remaining from it, and then you can go to Advanced Auto Parts, get the O-rings. I already have a bunch, so I'm gonna see which one would fit best here. I tried this one, it was a little bit too thin, so I have a thicker one that I'm gonna try. But you can do a little bit of cleaning, just wipe it down and everything, and I'll show you guys how to do that. All right, so I'm gonna try this one, see if it fits a little bit better, and that looks a lot better than the other one. The other one was a little too thin, but will this go in is the question now. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it down, and I think as I tighten it down, it should go all the way in. If it doesn't, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it once again and try again. This bolt has to be torqued down to 7.2 pounds, but before I do that, I just want to make sure that's going to close, and it looks like it's closing. That's amazing. So unfortunately mine is from 10, so it's gonna eye it. Seems about right. And you can go ahead and put that cap back on, and then obviously when you want to fill, get yourself a big bottle. Hopefully one is enough, and we're gonna have to go ahead and remove the cap for the low pressure. You need to turn on your car, put the AC on max. So our car is on. We're gonna keep this recirculation mode on as well. Make sure it's all the way in the cold, and then blast it. Make sure your AC is on. We'll go ahead and fill it up, and we'll just make sure that there's nothing leaking. You don't want to overfill it and then you end up seeing a leak and having to waste a bottle. So as you guys see, as I'm filling it, it was actually on, the needle was on low. It was literally at 0. And I'm just kind of going slowly. I'm not even pressing the trigger all the way. But I'm gonna try to get it up to 40. I'm gonna check the temperature as I go to make sure, just make sure that the car is actually cooling down. AC feels a lot better. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna get it up to 40. So I'm pretty much almost there. The bottle is about done. I'm just gonna use up the whole bottle. As long as we keep it in the green, we should be good to go. The closer, even to maybe a little bit below 50 if you can, but otherwise, that might not be one bottle might not be enough for it. All right, so the bottle is done. It's there's nothing left in it, and as I feel the AC, it's super cold. I mean, it's better than the heat that was coming out. Now, of course, you don't want to forget to take your cap and put it back on. And I don't feel any leak. I don't see a leak. Normally you would see kind of like bubbling as it's coming out. My cap here is on, my cap here is on. So at this point, AC is good. My only concern is the O-ring that I used. Is it good enough for it or not? I just had a bunch of O-rings and I decided to use the one that I used. I would check, again, Advanced Auto Parts, they do have O-rings for the AC system. So you'd probably find one that fits best around that area. Like in my case, again, when you saw, it was a little bit hard to push to push it back in, but wiggling it back and forth as you're pushing it down, and then even if there is that gap, when we put the screw back on, we torque it down, it's pretty much flush. So even if it's hard to put in the beginning, that's not necessarily a bad sign, because when you torque it down, put the screw in and you torque it down, it gives it that better seal basically. So my AC is good. I'll have to give it a few days again. If it goes out, then I'll know that O-ring was not good enough. But I have high faith that this should be good. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next one.